dogs created. This is 100% totally on hot dogs were created. Okay. So, basically, how it started off. It was just two kids messing around. But conveniently, there were two green bean bags. And so what happened was one of the kids decided it would be a funny prank to push the other kid onto the bean bags. And what ended up happening was they made this. Oh my gosh, why are people like this? Anyway, that gave them an idea. Since that morning, they were actually going to eat ground beef. Okay? Yum. Ground beef. So they decided the ground beef was actually going to be a hamburger. Instead of normal bun, it was ground. Wait, what? They were just having ground beef in a hamburger bun. So like a hamburger. They had an idea. What if they took? What if they took these two buns and put them beside each other like they were, and take the ground beef and they mold it like this. They roll it into a line of ground beef. Okay? And then what if they put this in here to create a hot dog? But they didn't get that name. So, when they first tried it, oh wait, this is, they said, ow, that's hot. That's hot. But then, that gave dude number 2 an idea. He was thinking in his little head, he was thinking, hot? Then, as he was thinking that, his dog actually came up. And he licked his face. Okay? Then, since the dog licked his face, it changed what he was thinking about. To a dog. Then he was trying to think back to the hot to get some idea. Then he thought, what if I combine the two and get a hot dog? So, immediately, he was celebrating with his totally real dog. He was very happy. He made a new invention. The hot dog. Okay, now that wasn't it. It was just a regular old hot dog. It's like, what could I do to make it better? So as they were thinking, they were brainstorming, writing their ideas. Oh my gosh, they were writing their ideas on a whiteboard. Someone thought, can I have the marker? The other one said. So then the first guy said, okay, catch. Catch. It's going up. So he's like, catch up? Oh, catch up. So then, as it's the marker pen. So he caught it and wrote down ketchup. Then they were like, amazing. Okay? But they said, that's unoriginal. Okay, that is so unoriginal. Ketchup, they already have ketchup. Let's try something like a salad. Okay, so they just took a whole bunch of, like, I don't know, some leaves or something, not leaves, but lettuce, and a bunch of other, like, random things, like mayonnaise. Okay, that's mayo, and they put it all over it, and so as some other various things. And then they blended it, but not for too long. They put it in a bowl. Guess what it became? It became relish. Okay, so they decided to put this on their hot dog. They also put the ketchup on, because why would not? So they put it on, and it was delicious. But then I got thinking, what else could we put on this? As they were listening to Kendrick Lamar's, TV static. Okay? Now, just as that happened, guess what they heard? Mustard! Then, they thought, good idea. What if we put mustard on our hot dog? So, they did. They put relish, and then they put ketchup, and then they put mustard. And it was the greatest creation of all time. So then, I got thinking, we could sell this. So, what they did is they started a hot dog stand, like a lemonade stand. they finished, they were awaiting. They were not getting many customers, indicating by this amazing rat on the jar. But, out of nowhere, a guy walks up, he asks, "Hey, what is a hot dog?" So, what they do is they tell him the story on how they created this masterpiece. He says, "Yeah, I'll try some." So he buys one, and it's only with his spare cash. He lives with a dollar tip. Now, he has a hot dog. He tries it and, oh, but this wasn't any normal person. This is actually moist. I probably spelled that right. I don't care. It was actually moist critical. So then what moist critical did was he posted it on Vine called Amazing Hot Dogs. And he went on to explain how good it was in the most weird ways, like he usually does. But they are true. And so, what happened is they started blowing up, and they even got $1 million. $1 million. And so they built an empire, or a giant building. And you know what they named it? They named the hot dog building. Very interesting name. Yeah. And as people were making hot dogs and selling them online, they made the hot dog Amazon. Okay, this is their amazing building. That's it. One-on-one with them. They made a new thing called Amazon. And what Amazon was, it would just sell hot dogs. And it was like Amazon. They had a whole warehouse of it. And they got so much money. Look, this is a visual representation of how much money they have. These are all zeros. Actually, this is how much money they have. You know, that amount of money. So what they did is they built a temple of money. Actually, wait. They built a temple of money. And stored in this temple was the secret recipe to hot dogs. Only 2 people were ever allowed in there. And it was two guys who made the hot dog. Basically, they had the secret recipe that, unfortunately, in a time of long ago. Yes, time of long ago. In the time of long ago, they passed away, unfortunately. But their legacy continued. So, with the recipe in the super secret vault that no one has ever seen, thousands and thousands of years, it had changed the temple entirely, and it now looked like this. It looked orange. And it was all sand. It was all sandy and very hot. The place this temple was built was Egypt. I'm not even going to try to spell. I can spell. I don't know why. I just can't. Yeah, but then, the present day, some guy broke in, and guess what he did? He actually, stole the vault. He stole the vault with the hot dog recipe inside. And then while he was doing it, he actually got hit by a train. Sadly. And the conductor didn't know. But actually, what happened to him is the doctors managed to stitch him up. He was A-okay, but he just looked like this. He kind of got splat. That was what he looked like. He was way bigger than anyone else. That's the average person, average adult male, and then that's him. Train conductor, all he saw was a paper listing all the ingredients, but in 0.5 seconds, he memorized it all before it all got swept away. And then later that evening, he actually went home to his mom, who was actually Gordon Ramsay in disguise. So, he told her about this, and you know what she did? This is even funny. She said, and she proceeded to perfectly replicate the hot dog. And she told the public about her son's discovery, and then it became super popular. And that's why hot dogs are here today. Yep.